sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Midwest. The echoes of the Gallahorn and the Skull chant reverberate inside U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. Coming up, a terrific matchup to decide who represents the NFC in the Super Bowl. It's the Washington Commanders. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. Evan McPherson getting this one started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Washington offense going to make their way to the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the quarterback now in his 4th NFL campaign.
Playoff football always brings a different level of energy, Mike, and now here you are on the road, NFC Championship game. You understand this home crowd. They are going to be on their feet. They've been looking forward to this day for weeks, so get off to a good start. Operate the system. Get in and out of the huddle. Sometimes it's the team that settles in the quickest that ends up having the best success throughout the rest of the game. He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience. So barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it looks like this is going to be a 3-and-out. So this offense has to get to the sideline and regroup, figure out what went wrong, fix it, because they've got to be able to maintain possession the next time out.
This is taken at the 25. Oh, he took a pretty good lick at the end of that one. Here's the Minnesota offense taking the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the quarterback now in his 4th NFL campaign.
These are the type of games, Mike, where you can become a legend, not only for your franchise, but to the entire city. His play throughout the year has helped him get to the point where the NFC Championship is taking place in their stadium. If he's able to continue to play at that high level these next 4 quarters, his team's going to have a real shot to end the weekend as NFC champions.
First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. And this will wind up a Vikings first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
And the Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Play action. Wolf. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Christian Gonzalez.
Well, we're getting a little test here early, Mike, to see just how easy is this team to wrap. Didn't look like they were able to get through that opening script that they had worked on all week. So I'm going to be curious on this next drive. Do they stick to the plan? Do they pick up where they left off? Or is there a little bit of a reaction, or dare I say panic, to come out and make some adjustments in response to that early interception?
A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down. It's a big run by Robinson. 47 yards.
47 on the play. That's good.
Wow, I mean, he's going to be disappointed he wasn't able to take that all the way, but that's still a heck of a run. In the end, after a good tackle to save the touchdown, they're still going to be set up with 1st and goal.
And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards. Now, after that last snap, we have an injured player. It's Bijan Robinson, who's in some pain down there. Backed up to the 3. It's 2nd and goal. Monungai. And that play took a little long to develop. They stop it for no gain at the 4.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
And he'll take it on in. Trey Tucker. On now, Cade York for the point out. It's up and through. And the Commanders will take the early advantage. They lead 7-0 in this NFC title game. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Here comes a return from the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Vikings offense ready to take over for their second possession. They had that pick on the opening drive that led to a touchdown. So 7-0 the deficit as they get the ball back 1st and 10. This one downfield, taken in by Higgins. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
And they'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Ward. That's into traffic, but taken in. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
2nd and 6 at the 25-yard line.
Again, it's Ward. He tried to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. So they're going to have it at their own 20-yard line.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend. But as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing game.
Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set, take over. They lead it here early 7-0 as they start with a 1st and 10. Rolling right, it's taken in. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
On the give, it is Manunga. Not much there, maybe a yard. From the 35, here's 2nd and 9.
At the 35-yard line.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. They'll look to set up the screen here. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and
They'll run the sneak. That's going to be pretty close. Looked at first glance that he had it in. He does. 1st down.
2 yards on the play. And the Washington 1st down.
On the ground, here is Manunga. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
1 yard gain.
Now they'll set up to throw. He's across midfield. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 now from the 36. 1 quarter down, 3 to go on the road to the Super Bowl. It's the Commanders with the early lead. More from the Twin Cities in a moment. Commanders with the football to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10. Back to throw. Looking middle of the field. It's complete. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. His 1st catch of this NFC Championship game. Good enough for a 1st down.
Really nice job there, Mike. All they're trying to do is just clear some space for the tight end and then let him go to work in the middle of the field. Now they're set up nicely inside the red zone.
Run now for Monunga. And the Commanders are going to have first and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
4 yards.
A pickup of 10, and it's going to set up first and goal. They'll have to go the full 10 yards, first and goal. Here's a run, a short kick, down to the 7. Now here's second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
They'll go with him again. And he will score! Kyle Monunga! Touchdown, Washington.
Washington.
Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
York,
The kick is
good on the extra point. And the Commanders move out on top, 14-0.
Vikings, nothing.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense ready for this next possession. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with first and 10. Drive will start on the ground. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
From the gun, here's Ward. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. Shotgun snap for Ward. Over the middle and taken in. He's got it. His first catch of this NFC Championship game. Good enough for a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on third down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
The second down throw is incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. Sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
So on fourth down, on comes Michael Dixon to punt. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. The Commanders offense and running back Kyle Monunga heading back out for their next possession. Their lead sits at 14-0 here in this second quarter, looking to run away with this one before halftime. A big hole. Still going. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 73 yards. Touchdown, Washington. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play, run after catch.
York, good on the extra point. The Commanders will take themselves to a 21-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. His defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Well, it's been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Back to throw is Ward. Rolling right.
Give him credit for keeping this play alive as long as he could. This easily could have gone down for a loss, but he's kind of able to find his way forward and at least get back to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on third down, Ward. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he'll get into the slide here, but he's going to be well short of the first down. Here's Michael Dixon now, as he's on to punt for the second straight drive. Fair catch made here. The drive will start at the 23-yard line. The Commanders' offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. So, from the 26-yard line, here's second down and 7. He'll drop to throw. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. 2 minutes remaining here in this first half. We'll return with more of the NFC Championship game after this. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. In the middle, he's got Tucker. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. Now it's 2nd and 1. Now faking the give. There's a throw right side. To be incomplete. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Robinson. He's got a first down inside the 45. And he will go all the way. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown, Commanders.
Touchdown, Washington.
Now it's York for the PAT. He's got it, and the Commanders are able to extend the advantage to 28-0.
28, Vikings nothing.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense getting set to get back to work. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. Throwing is Ward. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. And he'll be ridden out of bounds after a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
Looking to throw, it's Ward. Quick throw, taken in. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now it's Ward.
And that first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
2nd and 5 at the 41.
To the air again. Ward. thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing again is Ward. And for the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It was really a disappointing performance. I'm a little surprised, Mike, that he continues to put the ball in danger this often. I mean, to make a couple mistakes early on, that happens, but at some point you got to make a correction, and until he does, this defense just continues to make a pay.
The Commanders' offense and running back Bijan Robinson headed back onto the field. We'll have a short field in front of them as they try to extend this lead out further. Back to throw here to begin the drop. He gets it away quickly, and it's caught. Here's second and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2 at the 40-yard line.
He'll look to throw. He'll step up and run, and he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a first down. And just 4 seconds left in the first half. A timeout is called. Cade York and the field goal unit coming on the field. This from an even 50 yards out. York's kick is good. And the Commanders tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
It all comes back to the turnover, and that's why this is such a critical emphasis for all teams in these situations, Mike. So you're trying to steal some points before the half on offense, but now you end up giving the ball back to your opponent, giving them an opportunity to come away with some points of their own.
On first down, Ward. He's going to air this one out. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Our trip around the NFL starts now. We begin with a good battle in the AFC East. All right, Mike, thanks very much. This, the first of 2 Championship Sunday matchups. The AFC will crown their champion first, and then later tonight, the NFC will hand out the George Halas Trophy, and that will set our Super Bowl matchup. And here's the running back for the visiting team. He covers a lot of ground here. 23 yards, touchdown. The Pats do it again. In an unlikely path to the Super Bowl, they found their way as champions of the AFC. Meanwhile, our game has not been all that competitive. A one-sided affair through 2 quarters. As we get you back out to the second half and rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Both of these teams hoping to be the ones to lift the George Halas Trophy. Quarter number 3 of the NFC title game underway. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line. Give them 14 on that play. One play, one first down.
First and 10 at the 40.
On first and 10, Ward. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
To second and 10.
Fake the handoff. Now Ward. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
First down. First and 10.
They're going to run out of the gun with Gibbs.
just how explosive they can be. And it has felt like they've been on the verge of breaking one a few times here, Mike, and then they finally make it happen here. Catch the end zone, first time today.
McPherson, good on the extra point. The Vikings are able to press into the deficit. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 3. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Commanders' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got this to Bijan Robinson. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And it's going to be intercepted. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
I like the mindset of this offensive coordinator. He's saying, listen, I'm not looking to preserve this lead. I'm looking to extend my lead. Now, that aggressive play calling in this case led to the turnover. Now your defense has to take the field. Can they bail you out and keep this lead unchanged prior to their next possession?
The Vikings offense ready to take over once again. They'll begin with great field position, a short field, in fact, as they start with a 1st down. Here's a handoff to Gibbs. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 3. Once again, it's Gibbs. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. They'll empty out the backfield and line up for 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Ward. Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
He has to do a better job identifying where the pressure is coming from, Mike, before the ball is snapped. He's got to get this ball out of his hand, to his outlet, to his hot receiver. But then once he senses the pressure, he kind of panics, and it's an easy sack. It's going to bring up 4th down.
It'll be a punt coming from the Vikings. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. Not much happening there, just a short gain. From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 9. On play action, he'll set up to throw. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. 13 yards on that pass play. 1st down, Washington. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
A gain of 12.
He'll look to throw here on 1st down. To the right side here, pass is caught. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
And the Washington 1st down.
So far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
Down at the 35-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now they'll set up to throw. That one down the field, but they cannot connect. And it's incomplete. They need to get to the 29 here, facing third down. Back to throw. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. It's a pickup of 12. Good for a Commanders first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Commanders.
They'll look to throw. The throw here is complete. And he'll get about 3 as he's forced out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 19-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
On second down, it's a run with Robinson. And he will get into the end zone. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown, Commanders. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this third quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the third quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
Brown now to return it. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Vikings offense headed back to take over once more. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. That one out wide to Gibbs. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8. At the 26.
From the gun, here's Ward. That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this third quarter.
And 8 yards to go.
Throwing on third down, Ward. And he will finally be taken down. How about that? A really big play as the final one here in the third. Set to go now on 1st and 10. On to the fourth quarter, and it begins with a run by Gibbs. And he did a nice job there, sidestepping tacklers on his way to a pickup of 8.
Yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Shotgun snap for Ward. Flushed, and they're going to track him down. He couldn't find the receiver, and down he goes.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Here's Ward. Oh, this pass was dialed in right now. They get him again.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. Gonna give the ball over on down. The Commanders offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. This one appears to be safe in hand. It has been a clinical performance to this point. Now they'll try to finish up strong. Here's Robinson. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. If he gets a yard out of that one, it's second down.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A gain of 11 brings up second and 9.
They'll go again with Robinson. And he'll be marked down to 45-yard line. It's a gain of 10 yards. First down, Washington.
That's good from Washington. First down. It's a gain of 10. First down, Washington.
Another run here for Robinson. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 20-yard pickup there. Good for Commanders' first down.
Another Washington first down. It's a gain of 20. First down, Washington.
Now this time they'll look to throw. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game. Greg, in the end zone again, I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with a win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. They'll do so with first and 10. Looking to throw, it's Ward. The pressure there's got to him. He's energy good, and that pass ball's incomplete. Second and 10.
Moves to second and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now it's Ward. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
And the Vikings first down.
Back to throw is Ward. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up second and 2.
Ward to throw again. They'll try to set up the screen here. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
13 yards on the play. And the Vikings first down.
Again, it's Ward. The toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
7. Brings up second and 3. At the 20.
To the air again, Ward. Now he'll run it. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half.
At the 17-yard
Back to
line.
crown the NFC champion. After this, they're at the 17-yard line now for first and 10. To throw is Ward. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. And he'll be out of bounds. That's a nice gain, though, on first down. A pickup of 7.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
Running to the right here with Gibbs. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Second and 2, you're thinking, I got 2 downs to get 2 yards. How hard can that be? Well, against this defense, it turns out to be a big challenge. They take you back for a loss at 2, and now you find yourself on third down.
Ward now on third down. This one caught the 4. And he goes out of bounds at the 3, and from there it's going to be first and goal.
Vikings first down.
Now Ward going to hold on to it. This defense. That does. They bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard
No
line.
gain on the play. Leads to second and goal at the 3-yard line.
out of the gun, Ward. And he's going to go into the end zone, but he may have gotten a little help along the way. This one's coming back.
Holding offense.
So holding is the call. Take that touchdown off the board. Putting the tight end in motion. There's that man again. Another pass. And that's going to move him closer, but they're going to need to come up with something here. Here comes third and goal. Oh, he's going to be fouled up and taken down. They got him. So, a win here on the road for the Commanders. As their fans will celebrate, they claim the George Halas Trophy, champions of the NFC. Next stop, the Super Bowl. So, that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Minneapolis.